Welcome everyone. I am Casey Wallace, and this is COVID-19, the opportunities you didn't think of. On today's show, we have an absolutely incredible guest for you. He is a gentleman who has an incredible backstory of his own life, of strength, empowerment, wisdom, energy, and fortitude. We're going to let him discuss that with you a little bit. But he is also the design frame master of a healing arts practice, and we're going to let him talk to you about that. This practice, of course, is going to help assist and transform you during this particular time and phenomenon that's taking place across the Earthship. But more than that, it's an integrated practice that we invite you to instill in your ongoing state of being here on this Earthship. It will improve your statehood. It will improve your resonance. It will improve your health. It will improve your relationships. It will improve your connection with all that is. It is basically what everybody is looking for. And the great thing is you get to create it yourself. And Master Mingtong Gu is going to give you an introduction to this. And of course, we're going to give you all the information so that you can funnel yourself more closely and intimately with him and his healing center just outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. So we invite you to sit back, grab a cup of tea, and open your mind and your heart and your soul to this transmission. We trust that this energy and this information is going to resonate with you, bring you great joy and hope to your life now and always as you continue to exist as a physical being on this Earthship. Master Mingtong Gu, thank you so very much. I'm very honored. The network is very honored to have you here today. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you for such a beautiful opening, beautiful introduction. You're really opening the energy, opening our heart, opening our connection. So I want to welcome all of you. And it's my own personal pleasure to be with you, Kathy, be with the network, be with all of you, and sharing the energy, sharing the wisdom, sharing the love we need it so much right now in the midst of this greater challenge as a big surprise, but also I love the title, it's a hidden opportunity. We're discovering the hidden opportunity deeply. The hidden power, hidden wisdom is awakening probably more than any other time of our personal life as well collective life. So I'm excited to share as much as possible.
And thank you. And I want to say to our audience, so Master Gu is a master in Qigong. We're going to talk about the pronunciation of that just a little bit, but he also has developed a very specified healing application to this. We're going to let him talk to you about that. If there are any of you out there who are already practicing this magnificent flow for your bodies, you already know and are already reaping the benefits of this, and chances are you're seemingly finding your way through this experience that's taking place now. For any of you who have been curious about it, you've heard about it, you're not quite sure what it's all about, you're going to get your opportunity to get a better introduction and a deeper understanding of it so that you can get a feel for the alignment of integrating it into your life. Master Gu, I would love to begin this conversation with a little bit of your own personal backstory, being born in China, of course, the opportunities that you got to work your way through in order to facilitate all of this mastery for yourself, and how you ended up developing this expansive production of this ancient healing art for everybody here.
Thank you. Yeah, my personal journey, when I reflect on, it's really, there's a lot of surprise. I think the most important, impactful events in my life pretty much is all surprise beyond what I can plan, you know. And including, you know, coming to the US 35 years ago is like total surprise. I didn't plan on that. And growing up in China in a very poor family, you know, with actually, 9 siblings, and so I was actually adopted because of too big of family to feed, and but then a lot of surprise happened. Is really I study mathematics and then study fine arts, and so yeah, I was spent 10 years studying mathematics. I didn't plan on doing anything else and discovered my passion in fine arts. And then I switched overnight, and then I discovered Qigong when I was in graduate school and studied fine arts in the US, in Ohio State. So a lot of synchronicity things happened. And I think one thing I reflect on my life is I think really helped me is when I decide to do something, I able to really dedicate 100%. So without regret, yeah, any change, big change happen in my life, usually, you know, it's out of my own, choice. So, I mean, I have to make the choice, yeah. Opportunity arise, but I have to make the choice. So when I discover Qigong, and immediately I feel deeper spiritual connection. But even I have a personal reason, including sclerosis, in these chronic conditions, sclerosis, asthma, including a lot of hardship, even trauma in my childhood. But I was not aware, if it's possible to heal this chronic or incurable condition. So it was more for spiritual desire, spiritual purpose. I felt the dedication to explore this ancient tradition from China. So I ended up went back to China to study more in the beginning, months at a time, then gradually tap into a deeper dedication and finishing the master training program. But was a really surprise discovery in terms of the depths and profound benefit, not only physical healing, but also emotional transformation as well, deeper spiritual awakening connection, with myself, with life in general. So the vision to share this gift I received from my teacher in this lifetime is the most fulfilling thing, is to share this gift. So including creating the center in Santa Fe, I'm so grateful to share might be a possibility for you guys to move here, will be a neighborhood. So the energy here is really supporting this vision. And this vision is really ancient. It's not like we, trying to do something, save the world. It's a continuation of the wisdom tradition, wisdom vision. So I feel fortunate to be part of that, So all the experience we're cultivating, in our lifetime is really contributing to not only what I'm sharing, but also the vision that we're sharing together. So as I said, Wisdom Healing Qigong has an ancient history in China. At least, you can trace back to 5,000 years of history. And from the Yellow Emperor times, yet has been kept secretive until 40, 50 years ago, even in China. Yeah, certain practice is kind of more popular or well known to the public, such as, TCM, such as acupuncture, such as martial art, such as Tai Chi practice. But the underlying practice, energy practice, is Qigong, is not well known actually. So now become popular, become available.
I feel myself welling up and crying in front of you. I'm a little embarrassed. I've never done this before. Your energy is incredible. I have a very strong, strange feeling that I know you, from another life or something is very powerful is coming through. I apologize to the audience here. I'm getting just a little bit wet as I'm sitting here.
No question about it.
Oh my heaven.
I mean, it's mutual feeling.
When I was a young girl, I had a master sensei, acupuncturist from China, embrace my brother and I and teach us ancient Chinese Kung Fu. That was an extraordinary acceleration to the sports and the things that we did, and I have such love and honor for him. So thank you for being the person that you are. Oh my heavens, hold on. Americans love to, what do I want to say? I want to say this with respect and honor. Americans have a tendency to Americanize everything and everyone's culture, okay? We have a tendency to take ancient practices and turn them into an Americanized version. Like I always feel like, Americans have turned yoga into calisthenics, okay? These ancient arts of energy are transformational. It is something that Americans aren't used to, Master. We aren't brought up with that. We're not even really altogether that brought up in our own lineage of ethnicity as far as ancient wisdoms go. America, of course, is very young. It's just a baby. We don't come into our own lives generally with these deep, deep energy practices and calming and clarity. So we aren't generally supported with health prevention in our life. We're always chasing our health issues that are always launched from an emotional component, a stress component, a lack and trauma component. Healing, I believe, or that we teach that healing comes as a byproduct from your energetic expansive practice. Because you are intending this extraordinary expansive journey and all of your energy is rising and expanding, the natural byproduct will be extraordinary health, extraordinary healing, anti-aging, resiliency. And we as Americans seem to be doing things for those reasons, and then that can become the block for those things occurring. If we shift our perspective into the broader focus, those other things flow more easily to us. That's what I have found to be true. Do you find that to be true with a lot of your American students?
I think you're pointing out so beautifully, so beautifully. Two things, I hear you saying. One is really the importance of not only connecting with the ancient culture, whether in China, whether Native American, whether Indian, whether in our own, spiritual tradition is so important, so important. But deeply is this natural human longing. Even we have this kind of contemporary cultural habit, want to have a quick, shortcut, quick fix, and focus on what is the problem, isolating problem, then finding the solution and fixing this problem. Then you realize the next problem comes, then trying to find another solution. Then without opening your heart, open your energy body, you continue playing this game. It's like a guacamole game, we punching, that doesn't come up, punching, and doesn't come. You are continue addressing problem to problem, symptom to symptoms, issue to issue, never go deeper into the deeper dimension of life as human being, connecting with our heart, connecting with the 5 organ system, connecting with our emotional body, and even connecting with the invisible energy of the existence of life. And that is the hidden gift that this ancient tradition is pointing us to. And at the same time now, even the quantum physics indicating, validating this wisdom, knowing that, only 4% of existence of the universe is particle-like, physical-like, measurable existence, and 96% is the hidden power, is the invisible energy, whatever name you call it, antimatters, dark matters, or weak forces, but this energy is the driving force of life. But we are not really aware of it. So our life is continuing just being driven by physical only, limitation of physical perception, even this perception of separation, perception I'm unique, I'm different, I'm superior, I'm, So this kind of life, ambitious of identity, separation, physical driven life is causing all these problems we're experiencing. Yeah, including, deeper separation. Separation mind, body, and the separation of each other, and the separation from the planet Earth, separation from life in deeply. So as a result, we're feeling unsettled, we're feeling isolated, we're feeling really unsatisfied in life because we're missing the big picture of life. Continuously aiming something you think it bring you happiness, bring you health, then you're realizing, boom, next thing maybe more, boom, next thing more. This consumerism, you're never satisfied.
The connection to everything is the answer.
Thank you for sharing your deep feelings so beautifully. Thank you.
The connection to everything is the answer to everything. That is a truth. As you were beautifully stating, here in the U.S. especially, Americans commonly are not used to that type of practice, that type of theory. The quantum physics supports all this truth. I actually state that it creates fuzzy physics for everybody, that there's no empty space. There's no empty space between me and you, or you in the chair. There's energy there. There's consciousness there. There's possibility. And if you believe in the theory that you are that energy, you are everywhere. That energy, is everywhere. When somebody first embarks on an energetic practice of flow and movement and alignment, we have a tendency to judge our own clumsiness. Are we doing it right? Is this position correct? Should I be moving 3 degrees more and this and that? And I know that in the beautiful ancient Chinese practices, it's not about that. It's about getting into that energy, and that energy will guide your movement and your flow. And you have to get to a place where your altered ego steps out of the way and you allow for this magical thing to come through you. So, Master, when somebody is curious about this, we know we're going to talk about how to connect with you and how to see videos and how to see how all of this works. I think one of the things you have to tell people is when you step into a new masterful art practice, don't step in with embarrassment of not being able to be perfect at it. You've got to get your judgment out of the way. You've got to get into love. You've got to get into allowing. You've got to get into joy. And then that's where the magic occurs. Because I've actually heard people say, well, I would do that, but I don't have any rhythm, or I don't have any grace, or I'm stiff, and I think I would look silly, in the class. And I'm like, no, it's not about, you've got to get out of your head space, meaning your altered ego space, and get into the flow of your energy. What would you tell people who are curious but maybe feel a little embarrassed about where they are with it in their life?
Right. So there are many ways of approaching, but one of the way is really when we do practice, most of the time, in the beginning, you open your eyes, you learn from the teacher, but then most of the time when we practice, you keep your eyes closed. And so nobody is really watching each other. So that keep us, minimalizing this, kind of conscious, too much conscious, too sensitive, too, perfectionist. But also really understanding this whole process is loving yourself, is to love yourself and beginning loving your body. If you're not loving your body, there's no place you know how to love, yourself. So beyond just feeding yourself, dress yourself up, and you learn a new way of loving yourself. Pay attention to your body. So the first step is awareness. You become more aware of your own body, the deeper sensation, deeper feeling of your body. Then the next step is you cultivating this deeper compassion, is accepting everything you're feeling. Yeah, whether you're feeling pain, feeling discomfort, feeling anxious, feeling unsettled, feeling the joy, whatever you're feeling, is allowing that feeling, not resisting, not fighting. And that is one lesson we're learning in life. So you're using your own existence, especially your own intimate body, as a home, and coming back to this home, cultivating this quality, loving yourself, be compassionate, be accepting. Then deeply, as you said, the connection is the key. So how you're connecting internally. So often, we are so lost in life and distracted, and often, our life depends on someone else and something else to identify ourselves. Are we happy or not? Are we doing well or not? Are we successful or not? So then we continue to feel unsatisfied because you're internally not connected. So in this case, it's shifting your awareness. Instead of getting lost in the entanglement, external, dependency, so to speak, you go internally connecting inside of you. So you feel, oh, I'm coming back to my home and be more free inside of me. I don't need to worry about what other people think, what other people is doing even. So you're feeling a sense of intimacy, feel a sense of safety inside of you. So then the journey continue. So when you're making the practice, slow the movement, slow the sound, slow the deeper visualization, meditation, then you're realizing, oh, beyond the discomfortable sensation, feeling, even beyond your thoughts trying to be perfect or whatnot, suddenly feel a sense of aliveness, sense of energy, connection. Energy is like nothing is mysterious. When people ask me what is qi, I say qi simply energy. And your perception of energy can continuously expand. Depends on how you want to pay attention. So in the big picture, everything is energy. Everything is qi. Energy is everywhere. You don't have to import energy from China. It's everywhere. And you have the access to this profound energy which is existing inside of you already, as well the energy around you. The visible is expression of energy, but also the invisible realm is also containing the power, the energy of creation. So this practice is allow you reconnecting, or awakening this original connection with the source of life. So the formula is really simple. It's more energy, more health. More energy, great joy. More energy, greater connection, greater fulfillment of life. So the key is connecting with the energy, moving the energy, opening the energy, and feeling the energy, as this power, this quality is life nourishing, is connecting of life. So the formula is simple, but you have to do it.
I'm sitting here kind of trying to harness my enthusiasm just a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to come bursting out all over the screen, all over everything, because we are the facilitator. In my own practice, I channel a mastery group of consciousness that teaches human beings how to accelerate their consciousness. And one of the common questions for human beings worldwide is, as you were saying, they always want to know what's in it for them. What's in it for me? How is this going to make my life better? How is this going to get me the things that I want? How is this going to make my health better? How is this going to make my relationship better? And they're always asking, how do I make my manifestation process better? Blah, 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 blah. And everything comes back to the energy of it. Everybody will teach in their way that thoughts are energy, emotions are energy, movement is energy, okay? Stillness has an energy, to it. If you do this type of practice, and this isn't something that you do once a day. This is an integration that becomes all that you are. You may spend time in the movement of it daily, but what everybody's going to understand or find is that this becomes your accelerated energy field and is behind everything you're doing in your life. And when the energy is known and loved and therefore honored and expanded, the connection of that energy for you will bring back to you the results of that demonstrated. This is not a practice that is beyond your reach as viewers. This is a practice that is you. This isn't something that you can't do. This is who you are, right? And as you do it, you will grow it, you will expand it, and you will know it, and you will teach it because you are demonstrating this truth, and others will be drawn to any form of truth that creates joy. The responsibility of ourselves gets to be ours. It doesn't have to be ours, it gets to be ours. That's the free component, the freeing component of all of this. So you get to learn more about yourself. And since you're everything, you get to learn more about everything and what that feels like, which is then what it is to know it. When you were a child, I'm going to step back here again. I'm going to play host here. When you were a child, and I'm hearing you tell me that because there were too many children in your home, you were adopted out to somebody else. You found your way through that. You found your way to putting yourself through college. You put yourself through mastery programs. You put yourself into the knowing of this for your own self, the healing of this for your own self. You put yourself into creating this life for yourself where you are giving to others the knowing of themselves, living joyously in Santa Fe here in the United States. We are so blessed to have you and to have your results of this. So what I also love about your story is everybody out there who is feeling pain, stress, anxiety, separation, trauma, abandonment, all of those things, you can guide them from the presence of the experience yourself. And I love that. I know that you experience transforming lives all the time, Master. On a daily basis, you transform lives. What is that like for you?
Well, it's such a pleasure to just listen to you and also feel your energy. It's such a pleasure. Thank you for your presence. And yeah, it's a continuous discovery of the deeper meaning and of this ancient wisdom, ancient practice, but also same discovery of the very essence of who we are, within the big picture of collective, big picture of everything, So it's really come down to it is the deep sense of fulfillment, deep sense of joy, deep sense of connection, but also a deep sense of excitement for surprise. Because when I work with, I call them students. I don't call them as patient as, even most people come into Qigong mainly because of, whatever diagnosis, physical, emotional, often is chronic or incurable condition, sometimes is life-death cases. But they quickly discover this Qigong is not about just fixing their immediate problems, of this condition. But it's incentive for them to say, hey, I want to do something now. I want to make a difference now. You show me, what I can do. So it's very exciting for me. Then, just to see how people responding to this process from the most hopeless, most depleted, isolated, most fearful place, to discover, oh, wow, I can be joyful. Wow, I have more energy than I thought. Wow, I can connecting with each other, not just in person, but also even online. Wow, I can feel my life force is coming back. Wow, I'm doing more than I think I can do. Some of the movement can be very challenging in the beginning, but then realizing over the days, they're doing more. And the face start to shifting, they're more smiling, more joyful, the whole energy aura start changing. It's like this surprise, happen all the time, not surprise anymore, but the way it happens individually, surprising them because they carry this story. This story is come to a conclusion. It's not impossible to heal this condition. It's not possible to feel joy again. It's not impossible, to come back to myself again. So, but then suddenly, during this moment, during this continuous process, they're surprised. So I enjoy this kind of surprise, and so bring me great joy. And also, really, the connection with energy, with the universe is so profound. It's really about opening to the mystery. Yeah, not only for me, continue to discover my own capacity, hidden capacity over the years. I'm still discovering that. Even this time of COVID right now, it's like the best opportunity we have to, be courageous, to be radical, to be, truly be, dedicated. So, but also opening to really the mystery of everything, beyond what we can understand, beyond even what we can expect. So for that, I'm really excited for the next chapter of our life, next chapter of humanity.
And for those of you who are in kind of feeling you're in a bogged down state, kind of literally because of the COVID situation, and you're wondering what you could be doing with your time. I mean, here's your, you've just been gifted. Here you go. We just wrapped it up and we just sent that right to you. This is what you can be doing every day and using this time for your transformational process. I also want to say this. On this program, we have been bringing everybody extraordinary practitioners and facilitators of health and wellness and consciousness and mastery. All of this integrates together, okay? No matter what you are doing for your own expansiveness in your life, this is not this is a complementary practice. This is an inclusion practice. Okay, everybody should be doing this if you are seeking to know more of yourself, if you are seeking to discover the answers, to create the answers for yourself. And if you're even watching this network, we know that you're in that basket because that's what this whole network is, all about. Master, as we now set an intention in our travel plans to come to Santa Fe to see you at your center, but besides that, let's talk about that. Could you please let the viewers know, do you have videos? Is there a way for people to interact virtually with your practice as well as coming to your facility? How do people do that with you?
Yeah, this is a really amazing gift of modern life right now. Is we have internet, we have a non-local, connection. We can access these ancient teaching wisdom, in the convenience at home. And especially right now, we are all shuttered at home for safety, but also have a greater opportunity and more time to learn something, really important. Yeah. And I often, suggesting everybody asking the question, right now, what is the most important thing for you? And what is the most important thing you can do for yourself, for your life? Yeah. Then next thing is, what is the most important thing you can do for the planet Earth right now, for humanity right now? So when you keep asking this question, you're going to discover, deep answer. So follow these clues, follow this insight, follow this, deeper desire. And Qigong is one way allow you to realize these desire, realizing this goal. And I think I want to invite you, think of the goal more than just New Year resolution. Losing weight, have more money, all stuff, like what is truly important for you? What is truly sustainable for you? What truly make you feel happy, feel connected, feel life is meaningful for the rest of your life? So that is a deeper invitation. So because of the new technology now, it's possible. We, speaking of that right now, Kathy, we are in the middle of an online retreat, 7 days retreat with about 50 students working with all these issues. Yeah, physical issue, emotional issue, all kind of different diagnoses, including this powerful, challenge of isolation right now. But people feel opening, feel connected, feel their life coming back, feel not only possible to live again, but with more love, more joy, more energy, more empowerment. So it's really accessible for everyone. So for this program, we're sharing an ebook called Ancient Secret, but also many videos included to share with you, the step-by-step guidance, but also the energy information, the new paradigm, which is ancient. We're learning, so we can come out of our boxes, so we can expanding our creativity, expanding our connection, but also deeply opening our heart. So these practice video also included. You can follow the guidance very easily. So beyond just the movement, very accessible, very accessible. Anyone can do it. You can do it sitting, you can do it standing, even you can do some of the movement, but just simply lying down. Then we have a sound practice. It's not well known. It's using the vibration to access the energy inside of you, including the heart, including the 5 organ system. So you're using your own body as an instrument to activate the internal music, internal energy flow vibrationally. And it's really powerful but accessible, very easy to do. I think that's one of the quality I enjoy of Qigong. Is very accessible to everyone, any ages, any health conditions, any, culture, spiritual background, and for any reason you come, you're enhancing. Basically, whatever you're doing, you're enhancing what are you doing. What are you experiencing? The way you're living? And that's what I love about the accessibility, the immediate experience. Also, you can feel the benefit right away. And as Cassie so beautifully mentioned, the key is the continuous practice. The key is everyday repetition. Yeah, just like life, you're living life. Every day, you're eating 3 meals. Because it's important, And same way, Qigong is every day you're eating energy. More important than the visible energy of the food. Because 96% is invisible. The 4%, the food included, is only 4%. You need that for survive. But the 96% is more important even in the big picture of life. And that's what it will be missing. So that's the gift I want to really share with you, because that is what I discover and continuously discovering. So we have a lot of resources to share with you.
And that is on your website, ancienthealingsecrets.com.
It's called Qi Center, CHI. That's the Chinese version of spelling, CHI center.com. Then / I think secret. Either ancient secret or secret. I don't remember which one. So try either one. Maybe both can get you to the same place. Either ancient secret or secret.
I want to again invite, if you don't mind, could you tell everybody the name of your center there in Santa Fe and where it's located?
It is the Qi Center in Santa Fe. And the idea is we are the Qi Center. You are the Qi Center. I am the Qi Center. Non-locally, everybody simultaneously is the Qi Center. So activating the Qi Center inside of you, that is the gateway to healing, to openness, to spiritual fulfillment, to awakening.
Wonderful. I cannot thank you enough for spending your time with us today. We are honored to have you. You've brought great joy to my heart, I know to the viewers' hearts as well. Thank you for being you. Thank you for coming to this earth ship this time around and sharing your wisdom with everybody and assisting everybody in their transformation. Thank you so very much.
Such a mutual feeling. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for this beautiful connection we're making, and all the presence of wisdom being, especially at this time on the planet Earth. Grateful. Blessing to everyone.
Joining us today on another episode of COVID-19, the opportunities you didn't think of. Please go to the website. From my heart to yours, from Master Gu's heart to yours, we press upon you love, honor, wisdom, extraordinary expansiveness, joy and magnificence in your life, in the knowing of yourself and the all. Right now, please go to this website and consider the possibility of integrating this into your life. It can do nothing except bring you more. You can't do it wrong. Do this for yourself. Love yourself enough to do this. I look forward to our next conversation, sending you the invitation to view all of these interviews and all of the programming on Xpnsion Network, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everyone.